Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is John, or Last Frontier Bricks, and this is my review of the Mega Halo Red Team Warthog Rescue. It has been given the product code or set number HHC38, comes with 324 pieces plus 3 figures, and retails for about $30 US. Now, I know what you guys are wondering. John, I thought you were mainly a LEGO guy. Well, in my defense, technically in all my videos, I never specifically said I was a strictly LEGO guy. Plus, on top of that, I've gotten into Halo over the last few years, and I've gotten completely hooked. I was like, you know what? It might be a fun idea to, do these mega sets and kind of compare them to Lego. See what they do differently. Like, what does Mega do better? What does Lego do better? What do I think both could do better? And on top of that, this isn't even the first time I've bought a brick building system set that wasn't from Lego. For example, I've always been a big fan of Star Trek, but Lego just doesn't have the rights to Star Trek. But when Creo got the rights to Star Trek with the J.J. Abrams sets, I immediately went out and bought the Enterprise set. So this is hardly the first time I've done something like this. I mean, come on. Hey, it's my channel. I'm going to do what I want with it. So, anyway, on to the review. First off, as you can see, the box art definitely puts the set front and center with a mostly plain but rather appealing front box art and shows off all the information about the set. Well, if you want, on the side box art, it does show a pretty good look of the vehicle in probably a very Halo-esque environment. And on the back of the box, as you can see in the bottom right corner, it does show off a few other sets. But however, the back also shows something that most Lego sets do not nowadays. It shows an alternate build, which, by the way, you can build with the sets with the parts in the set. You don't have to go out and buy a whole nother set just to build this alternate version. All the parts are included. Alright, with that, let's get to opening this box. And I'm actually going to show you something that I like that Mega does with their boxes. They provide you a way of opening the box without actually destroying it. For a Lego set to my collection, I can count the amount of sets that Lego has done this with on one hand. Those being the Lego Ideas, Steamboat Willie, and Flintstone sets, and the Comic-Con exclusive Black Widow's Taskmaster's Ambush. So, I'm going to go ahead and open this box on camera so you guys can see how it's done. So, it's usually, now if I remember right, there are a couple spaces on the back here where there is tape. So, yep, there's one. There's a couple more. And I don't see any on top. So, I should be good now. So, basically what you do is open flaps on one side, open the other, and there you go, one open box without it being completely destroyed. And there's all the contents in the box. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags in the box, and 1 instruction manual, which shows off on the back a few more sets, as does the last page in the instruction manual. Alright, so now you've seen all the stuff in the box, let's go ahead and put this thing together and we'll take a look at the set in general, starting with the figures. And starting off with the figures with our 3 Spartans, first off we have Jerome 092. All these Spartans are in their Mark V armor from the original game, Halo Combat Evolved. And I gotta say, details on this thing look fantastic. Got the red stripe on the right side of the torso, And you can even just make out the small UNSC letter is right below the stripe, and a red stripe on top. These characters are from Halo Wars, so these guys are canon. And one thing I gotta say is that these guys are actually pretty big compared to normal Lego figures. For example, here is Owen Grady from Jurassic World, and as you can see, put them up next to each other, and the Halo figures are good head and neck taller than the Lego figures. And just for another comparison with the big figs, for example, he's about the same height difference compared to the big fig. So they're good. They're good ORM figure. A little big, bigger than and minifigs, a little bit smaller than big figs. Also, you will notice on his right shoulder, he's got a helmet not dissimilar from real-life Spartans from ancient Greece. Coincidence? Probably not. And for his weapon, he has the standard Halo assault rifle. And as you take a look at this mold, very, very detailed. You won't really get into any kind of detail level like this from a Lego weapon. There is a little bit of a mark left over from the making of the mold at the bottom, but since you aren't really going to be seeing the bottom anyway, I think I can give Mega a pass on it. And you can just pop your weapon on his arm just like that. And also, you guys can notice these things are very adjustable. One of the downsides about that is that sometimes these plugs can become undone, but I think that's almost a play feature, so you can really customize these figures. But yeah, these guys have a great range of motion. The arms are fully adjustable. As are the knees. The torso twists about as much as you can the human without breaking your back. And as are the arms. And you can adjust the bottom of the arms to twist in a good range of motion, and also the head is also as maneuverable as you can without breaking your neck. So very posable, indeed. And on top of that, each figure comes with a nice little stand. Lego only really does this for their minifigure bags, like the recently released Disney 100. But yeah, they're doing this for a regular set. So you just pop your figure on there. That's where the connection is. There we go. And there you go. And there you go. Your figure's all set to go. And next up, we have Alice130. She has a pretty basic look. Not any of the extra details that you see on Jerome, but she does have a pretty cool skull and crossbones logo on her right shoulder, and she is equipped with the Halo shotgun. Good looking. Also, another good looking, very detailed weapon, and this one doesn't even have the scuff mark. So I'm gonna take a guess and say the scuff mark on the assault rifle is a rarity. And finally, for our figures, we have Douglas 042. Much like it's not a whole lot of detailing, however, still looks as good as can be. He's equipped with 2 of the Halo submachine guns, which he can dual wield like a boss. And as you can see on his right shoulder, he's got what looks like a shield with a type of bird on it. I think it's supposed to be like a phoenix. One thing I would like to point about these figures is that they are with the exception of probably the visor. It is all printed, but I'm pretty sure the visor is actually painted. And having taken a look at all three figures, I'd say they did a really good job. I don't see any real spillage around, so also very good detailed figures. I guess what you could count as a fourth figure also comes with this set. This is Serena. She is one of the many Halo-style AIs you see in the universe, much like Cortana. This is a pretty small version. Well, be honest, as when they are projected off a computer, or like they usually are, they are pretty small. So pretty good at that, and pretty good detailing for a figure of this size. And I gotta say, I really like the transparency, the level of transparency you get between the white and the blue. That's a good look. And here is the M12 LRV, or Light Reconnaissance Vehicle itself, aka the Warthog. One thing I gotta say right off the bat is all the fire details is something that, once again, LEGO usually doesn't do. It is entirely printed. There are no stickers in this set whatsoever. Last time I got a LEGO set that had no stickers on it was the $100 Galaxy Explorer set. So gang, entirely printed pieces in a set that's just $30 is fantastic. Taking a look at the vehicle itself, first off you can take a look at the inside. It's actually pretty plain. All it's really got is a steering wheel, which does kind of steer. It's got the seats are entirely brick built. The paint is just one big piece. Again, no stickers. But I think it does pretty well. Here's what the back of the vehicle looks like. Very basic, nothing too crazy. Here's the underside. Again, pretty plain. Nothing to write home about. I do like the addition of the basic hooks, which the Warthog does have in real life. The suspension is actually pretty interesting. Hidden in the side, that was it 2x10 plate. You'll see a couple of. So the wheels are actually attached to these little guys, and in between the 2x10 plate, you'll find that there is a small rubber hose on the back, is connecting two of these, and that's what creates the suspension. And lifting it off the ground, allowing this to be an all-terrain vehicle. There is a little antenna on the back. Oops, fully rubberized, and on the back, you have a gunner's seat with what is a Gauss cannon, basically a small railgun. It is attached via this 4x4 round piece with a stud hole in the middle. That's what it looks like underneath. And I gotta say, the details on this cannon are also fantastic. Nice long barrel, sight down the middle. Love that piece with the ammo belt. Just a wonderful little build. And as you can see, it is, like I said, pretty easy to detach and reattach. There you go, just like so. So good little detail. Also, I forgot to mention, so there is I think that's supposed to be the gear shift in the middle of the vehicle. Also, that is your Warthog. And finally, for what's left of the set, we do have a couple side builds. First off, we've got a turreted machine gun, and it's on a couple of extra little pieces. It's got the same 4x4 circular plate as the Gauss cannon, so these cannons are interchangeable. And same good-looking details the machine gun as the Gauss cannon. Actually, I'd say a bit more, considering that custom molded barrel. Last time I saw Lego do anything like this was that 20th anniversary ATST, where you got the Kashyyyk cannon, which is pretty similar to this, but nowhere near at the same level of detail. And this, I think, is just supposed to be like some wall that your troopers can take cover in, and you can have your troopers like have their guns sticking out of the hole and keep shooting while still in cover. So nothing too crazy, but certainly something you see in the Halo universe all the time. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there is a slight alt build of this vehicle where you can just do the basic Warthog without the flames, and just to show it off, I picked up another set just to be able to do that. But it also shows off what the vehicle looks like with the figures inside. I will admit it is a tight fit, but considering these guys aren't in full bodysuit armors, I guess that would be accurate in real life as well. I will say it is a bit, like I said, it is a bit tight fit, and it is a bit difficult getting these guys in. One of the downsides of the full articulation of the legs is that they keep wanting to go off the side as you try to slide them in, but it is doable. Also, if you are having a little difficulty, I would suggest removing the back plate of the seats. It does make it so the figures fit a little bit better. But as you can see, like I said, the two weapons are interchangeable. So I've got the machine gun on the back, as this is the more common look for the Warthogs, especially the standard green. And like I said, you can see how the figures look. You've got some pretty good articulation, and with the machine gun, both forward and back and side to side. These things do hinder your articulation just a little bit, but those things are supposed to be on there, so not too bad. And like I said, and that is what it looks like without the flames. And then of course, here's what I look at the turret and bunker area kind of look like with the flame pieces on. Now again, it comes with all the pieces necessary to make to make either one of the builds. You don't have to buy both if you don't want to, but it is an option that you can do. Alright, so now that I have covered this set in its entirety, it's time to give my little breakdown. First off, I'm sure the question everyone is asking is this set worth it? And I say absolutely. You got three good figures, 3 named figures, admittedly, so some people be wondering about that. But you get a great build of an iconic Halo vehicle for a pretty reasonable price considering what you get. I mean, admittedly, I am showing $60 worth of sets here. So I will say, while it does come with all the parts to make either version of the Warthog, you will only be able to build one at a time. But I still think it's a good set. And for $30, I'd say this is a pretty good price, especially considering, even with the people who think price per piece is the end-all be-all for what it says worth at $30 for 324 pieces. That's right there at that 10 cents per piece. And count that, at least when it comes to Lego, that's what the most people will call the standard of what is a good price. But still, very good. Still very good set. And for $30, you get $30 a piece. It doesn't really cost an arm and leg to buy an army of these guys. And anyone who knows anything about Halo is that if there is any vehicle in Halo, especially the UNSC, that you would want to army build with, the Warthog is the one, because it is literally everywhere. But still, good set, good build, good price, good figures. I'm going to have to give this one a 10 out of 10. This is fantastic. And with that out of the way, that will do it for this video. Thank you for joining me for it. Let me know what you guys think of me covering mega sets, again, my channel, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, but I also want your guys' opinion as well. So, if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. Helps me on the YouTube algorithm. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this video, whether I should keep doing these mega reviews or not. Personally, I think it will, but like I said, I want your guys' opinion. Also, make sure to check out my channel and some more of my content on the end screen in just a few seconds. And I'll see you all in the next video. Later, everybody!